Good morning, it's Adventure 547 and this morning we're taking the jet skis out. We're going to have a bit of a meet up and a few jet skis are coming and we're going to go down to the dome, have a coffee and then see if we can catch some crabs and bits and pieces from there. Today is going to be pretty hot, about 40 degrees or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So set for a perfect day. This jet ski is a Sea-Doo GTX. It's got intelligent brake and reverse, IBR it's known as, and it's also got the amazing intelligent suspension, which allows the top deck to float above the hull, so that you get a fantastic smooth ride. I'll show you. And that's how it works. So this part of the hull floats above the deck and allows the deck to move independently of the hull. And I forgot to mention that this is a 260 horsepower model, chipped up to 300 horsepower. My understanding is that Sea-Doo stopped making these because they were so expensive to make, so sophisticated, that they actually couldn't make a profit out of them. So they stopped making them after 2 years. Okay, let's go. And when we got to the dome, Chris initially thought that the jet ski was leaking a bit of water. So we had a bit of a look and we pulled it up on the beach, but we couldn't find any leaks. Anyway, it's time to head up to the dome, have a coffee and catch up with the rest of the crew. And you know, we had a pretty good turnout for the coffee catch-up, and then we decided that we might do a bit more cruising down the river. Ewan brought his drone, and as you'll see later on, there was quite a disaster that occurred with that. And Lee was going to take his boat for a run, so we thought, okay, we'll catch up with Lee and go from there. We've seen this hydrofoil boat, I guess you'd call it, down here quite a few times, and looks like he's perfected the way that it handles now. Earlier on it seemed to be having quite a few handling problems, but it's coming out of the water and looks like it's doing a fantastic job. There was another guy down here with an aeroplane sort of thing that he used to try and fly up and down the river, but I believe he had a crash. So Chris checked for any leaks, checked his oil, as any good mechanic would do, and then we headed out down the river. And Ewan got his drone up, and this is the only footage that we have of, well, taken by the drone, because after this footage was taken, you'll see later on how the crash happened. A bit of a shame really, because we had some, well, we thought we had some very good drone footage of our adventure down the river, but I guess that's how it goes. Unfortunately, the first problem that Ewan had was the batteries are flat. On the way down the river, we decided to go for a bit of a swim around in Lucky Bay to see if we can catch a few crabs. Peter, in the meantime, did a bit of online work on his phone. Keep up the good work, Peter. Well, we didn't get any crabs, but we did see 3 eagle rays, and they were great to see in the river here. The temperature on the onboard thermometers on the jet skis said the water was 25 degrees. Pretty warm actually. Going to head down the river and catch up with Lee, who's fueling up the boat.
How much did it cost Lee to top up?
$2,000 or $1,990. Anyway, a stop at the petrol bowser in that boat certainly isn't for the faint-hearted. Certainly reminds us of how economical the jet skis are. And I must say it is a very nice looking boat and extremely capable in the ocean.
Rubber on the gunnels. So,
Yeah, I might tie it off on this back.
Might drop them down a bit too, Lee.
Oh, actually, just give it a go. It's not hooked on yet, it's just sitting on the anchor.
no,
Okay, Ewan, now what happened?
oh, it doesn't work with jets. Right?
Is that water dripping out of it? That's not good.
That's why we carry
So
it
can you
away.
tell us what happened?
Jump in and,
I tried to fly it over water and crashed it into the boat, into a very expensive boat, and then it went into the water and the thing's dead. Not happy. Although it is an excuse for an upgrade.
Thank you. So after we'd retrieved Ewan's drone, we thought we'd better get back to the boat ramp and see if we could get the drone to a place called Elkfish Robotics, on the hope that they may be able to recover the drone, the SD card, the batteries, and maybe dry it out and it's all going to work again. We can only hope. Anyway, as we say with these adventures, never, never, ever, ever let it end.